Hello and welcome to this online and digital classroom. My name is Roshan, your geography teacher, and you are here in this channel, Learn Geography with Roshan. In this video, we shall discuss about atmosphere. Atmosphere is a thin layer containing a number of gases, air, dust, and vapor enveloping the earth as far as about 10,000 kilometers above the earth's surface. So, the blanket of air surrounding the earth is called atmosphere. Realms of the earth. The earth is composed of three main parts. The first one is lithosphere, the layer of rocks. The second one is hydrosphere, the layer of water. Third one is atmosphere, the layer of air. Lithosphere is solid crust of rocks on the surface of the earth on which we live. The main part of the crust consists of igneous rocks. The rest consists of sedimentary and metamorphic rocks. Hydrosphere contains 71% of water on its surface in the form of oceans, seas, lakes and rivers. The earth has abundance of water on its surface, which is essential for the existence of life. Atmosphere is a layer of air. We shall discuss in this video. Biosphere, the part of the earth where life exists. So, earth is the only planet that has lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. So discussing about the atmosphere, the atmosphere is the layer of gases that surrounds the earth. It is held by gravitational force of earth. It is about 480 kilometers thick and contains all gases in it. The Earth's atmosphere consists of a mixture of various gases surrounding the Earth approximately 10,000 kilometers, approaching the diameter of Earth itself. There are two main gases, that is nitrogen and oxygen, make up about 99% the dry clean air on the earth's surface or in the atmosphere. The atmosphere is composed of different gases. 78% of nitrogen, 21% of oxygen and rest 1% all other gases like carbon dioxide, argon, helium, etc. are present in the atmosphere. On the basis of composition of gases, atmosphere is divided into heterosphere and homosphere. Heterosphere is again subdivided into two, that is thermosphere, exosphere, ionosphere. Thermosphere, exosphere, this layer begins at around 80 km altitude and extends outward some 10,000 km. Above 480 km, the atmosphere is rarefied and is called exosphere, which means outer space. Ionosphere. Thermosphere or ionosphere extends from 80 to 480 km in altitude. Both the thermosphere and ionosphere function to filter harmful wavelength of solar radiation, protecting the Earth's surface. Homosphere extends about 80 km from the surface of the Earth. Homosphere consists of nitrogen, oxygen and all other gases. From the term homosphere, you can understand it is a place of home where life exists. We have major gases and their importance to life. The first one is nitrogen. Nitrogen does not easily enter into chemical union with other substances. Very small amount of nitrogen is absorbed by soil and used by plants. The second one is oxygen. Oxygen is highly active and combines with all other elements in the process of oxidation. Weathering of rocks represents slow form of oxidation. The third one is carbon dioxide. It is present only 0.33% of the atmosphere. It is important because it absorbs heat which allows the lower atmosphere to become warm. The fourth important gas is argon. It is commercially used in industries for light bulbs, welding, etc. On the basis of structure of atmosphere, it consists of troposphere, stratosphere, ionosphere and exosphere. You can see from the surface of the earth lower level, that is troposphere, stratosphere, ionosphere and exosphere. Here mesosphere is not mentioned because these four layers we are going to discuss in detail. Structure of the atmosphere. The first one is troposphere. It is the lowermost atmosphere layer in which we live. It is the densest layer of the earth. All weather phenomena take place in this layer. The average height of troposphere is 14 km above mean sea level. Its height varies from place to place and season to season. The height of the troposphere is about 8 km at the poles and about 18 km at the equator. The troposphere contains water vapor, pure dry air, gases. Precipitation occurs due to excessive condensation. There is decrease of temperature with increasing altitude in the troposphere at a mean lapse rate of about 6.4 degrees Celsius per kilometer. The boundary between troposphere and the stratosphere is termed as tropopause. The next second layer is stratosphere. The lowermost limit of air is at tropopause. Free of water vapor and dust, it extends from 18 to 80 km between 50 degree and 60 degree latitudes. The temperature does not change with altitude in this layer. No visible weather phenomena take place in this layer. Ozonosphere is present in this layer between 20 to 30 km. The next one is ionosphere. Ionosphere extends from 80 km to about 480 km. Ionization of molecules and atoms occur due to ultraviolet rays, X-rays and gamma rays. The temperature increases due to absorption of short-wave solar radiation by the atoms of oxygen. Ionosphere reflects low-frequency radio waves but absorbs medium and high-frequency waves. The last one is exosphere. This is outermost layer of atmosphere. Hydrogen and helium gases are found very less. Now let us discuss about ozone in stratosphere. Ozone layer is present in stratosphere. So let's discuss in detail. Formation of ozone takes place in upper stratosphere. Ozone is made up of 3 atoms of oxygen, while ordinary oxygen is made up of only 2. The formation of ozone takes place in the upper stratosphere when an oxygen molecule is broken into 2 atoms by ultraviolet radiation and the free, unused, unstable atoms combine with two other oxygen molecules forming triatomic ozone, that is O3 gas. Ozone layer is important as it absorbs the harmful ultraviolet radiation from the sun and protects us from rays. It absorbs the burning ultraviolet radiation from the sun. In absence of the ozone layer found in atmosphere and in the event of ultraviolet rays reaching Earth's surface, our planet would have been unfit for human habitation or other living beings. Thus, ozone layer protects us from these harmful rays. Thus, presence of this layer is a boon to human beings. The depletion of ozone layer would damage flora on our earth, may cause crop damage and reduce immunity. So the presence of ozone layer is so vital to human life that its depletion may lead to disastrous consequences. In the absence of ozone layer, the excessive radiation of ultraviolet rays of the sun would render men and animals blind, can cause crop damage and reduce immunity. This would also burn man's skin, increase the incidence of skin cancer, and destroy many aquatic and macroscopic forms of life. In addition, it could damage flora on our earth. International measures to save further depletion of ozone layer, reduce the use of harmful chemicals to lessen the release of CFC into the atmosphere. To save the ozone layer, timely action is the only solution. Illegal trade is a major barrier as substantial demand for these harmful chemicals still exists. Each country has to take strict decision to ban the use of such chemicals. Now coming towards the major topic, that is global warming. The increase in global warming may affect the regional climate or atmosphere changes with regard to temperature, precipitation and soil moisture. Global warming is affecting the coral reefs in Indian Ocean, which serve as breeding ground for many species of marine life. There are some steps to reduce the global warming. The first one is to conserve forest, conservation of forest, reduce industrial pollution, control of CFC release in the atmosphere to prevent depletion of ozone layer, reduce release of carbon dioxide. So these are the various points, the main points that we need to remember to protect the atmosphere and the importance of atmosphere. Thank you for watching this video so patiently. Any doubt, any queries, please ask in WhatsApp, and please do comment in YouTube so that I understand that you are able to understand the concept properly. Thank you so much. I remain. All the best.